Hey, hey.
Hey, Eric. So Rita should be here any second. I think I was a little bit late, which threw everybody off.
Yeah, there she comes.
Okay. That was strange. Have you guys been here for a little while?
Not too long.
Oh, okay. All right. So I am going to call the meeting to order. And I don't know if we had public comment on the agenda this evening. I don't believe we did.
No, I
So,
don't think we did.
And seeing nobody here. So we have a very brief agenda tonight. And the first item is Becky's going to give us a report about the Finance Committee discussion regarding the bids on the fire station
Paving.
paving. Thank you.
Thank you. That's the word you're looking for. I know. I know how it is.
I had a moment there. Melissa, did you have your hand up?
Melissa texted, it's telling her she's not allowed to unmute. I made her a co-host to try to solve that.
Okay.
Do you have a microphone? On
Melissa,
that?
are you talking to?
Can you hear us, Melissa?
How would we know? Raise your hand if you can hear us. Oh, she's disappeared.
Yeah, I was texting her too.
Oh, okay.
Huh. I think she's having that same, remember when I was trying to come in on my phone from Connecticut?
Yes. Yeah. Is she on her phone?
Yep, because she had an appointment that she has to go to
okay.
right after, so she was on her
Okay.
phone.
Well, I mean, we can do this with two of the three of us, right?
Yeah,
Ideally, she'd be here, but
I'll ask her if it's okay to move ahead.
yeah.
Where is she? She's not here.
She's
somewhere
probably
on the
still
road.
in town in Amherst, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so because she had another meeting.
I know that feeling. I was scrambling through every setting on my phone, but I found it. I can't remember how though.
Yeah.
Here she comes.
Oh, good. Looks like she's getting it. Hi, Melissa.
All right.
Hi.
There we go.
Oh,
Great.
I just learned
nice.
if anyone on their cell phone clicks the link in the meeting ID, it doesn't allow you to turn on your video or your audio because it says the host system disabled.
So how do you do it then? How did you?
I went into the Zoom app and I put in the meeting code and the password.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's good to know. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I'll call the meeting to order and, or I already did, I guess.
Right.
So the first item is, I was at the Finance Committee meeting. I'm not participating this night, but just listening in. But Becky, why don't you want to just report in about the paving at the fire station?
Sure. So the Finance Committee, Walter was there, described the project, the history of delays. how it's important for the fire station and for the fire engines to have adequate paving. The finance committee, I gave a brief outline about what it would take to have a special town meeting. And then Susie made a motion to take the funds from finance reserves. Instead, there followed a lengthy discussion. At least one member did not feel comfortable and felt that the whole parking lot project should go back and to the very beginning and start over with capital planning and start the process over. It was mentioned that town meeting had already supported the project, and while the money was significantly different, the fact it's 5 years later and prices are now climbing for gasoline or diesel or products, that if delay would cause more increases in cost, and that the town meeting had already spoken that this was important to do. So at the end of their deliberation, the finance committee took a vote and supported the transfer of $31,814 from their reserves. So there will not need to be a special town meeting.
Oh,
And
good.
I've
Yeah.
gotten out the award of bid to the vendor.
Great.
I also have prepared for tonight a contract with the vendor. If the select board desires to sign that or vote to sign and approve that tonight, I can get that out tomorrow and give them the maximum amount of time to schedule this work before cold weather becomes an impairing factor.
Great. Do I hear a motion to sign the contract? The name of the vendor is,
It's Taylor Davis Landscaping and Construction.
okay, to
Okay.
sign a contract with Taylor Davis Landscaping and Construction for the paving of the fire station in the amount of $3,814.
No, the
correct?
contract itself is
56.
Oh, right. I'm sorry, 56.
Is the 814 correct? One second. I think it's 814. I just want to double check.
Okay.
Oh,
While you're looking that up, just out of curiosity, how long has this project been delayed? As you said, 5 years?
5 years.
yeah, it's 4.5 or 5.
Okay.
Yeah, because he started,
I remember part of it too, Eric, was with the gas that was underneath it too. We had to make sure that was all.
Oh,
cleaned up
no,
first,
I'm not
too.
Yeah.
objecting to it at all. I'm just sort of curious. Someone asked me, how long have we, and I said, I think it's about 5 years, but I didn't know, but 5 years that's good. That's an answer. I mean, it was a good reason to delay it, I think.
oh, I
I
was
think
wrong.
so.
$56,816, not $14.
So in the
It's
amount of
cost.
$56,816 with Taylor Davis Landscaping and Construction.
So moved.
So is there a second?
Second,
Any further discussion? Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Stalker, aye.
O'Neill, aye.
Okay, Farrell, aye. Great, thank you. That will be good to get that done.
And the other thing that transpired this week is I received the petition from National Grid back in record time. Verizon got it back to them. I have prepared the petition with the notations that Donna has recommended. So I'm going to pull that up on screen for your review. So basically, to keep the pole movement, moving of the pole active, we need to the select board needs to get the petition back to National Grid as soon as possible. What Donna has recommended, and I've spoken with National Grid about, is that the need for a hearing and giving notice to all abutters of the project is not necessary in this case, because this case is one where it's only an alteration. It's not new wires or a new pole. We're moving a pole, and that pole will be moved back at the end of the project.
Okay, so it's just a temporary move of the pole.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I believe it's temporary, but it's only a movement of the pole. It's not a new pole.
Mhm. Right,
And
okay.
That being the case, Donna felt
That there didn't have to be a poll hearing?
correct. Thank you for finishing my.
It takes a village here.
Yeah, right.
So do you want to, can you pull that document up?
Let me
I've
see.
never seen one of these before,
That's the
so.
wrong one. Sorry, I grabbed the wrong one. And we'll have another one on Tuesday, ironically. Okay,
For a different, not for this,
for a poll on Wendell Road.
oh,
There
okay.
is, I think there's 6 polls on Wendell Road. Okay, so what I've done is, in this sentence, wherefore it prays that after due notice and hearing as provided by law, it be granted a location for and permission to erect, maintain poles, wires together with such sustaining and protecting fixtures, blah, blah, blah. So the key portion that we're changing is we're changing it to wherefore it prays that after a duly posted select board meeting as provided by law, it be granted a location.
Okay,
So the changes throughout the document are to remove the notice and hearing and substitute select board meeting. So again, there's a sheet for Verizon. There's another sheet for National Grid with the same change. There's a third sheet for Shutesbury, you see up in the right-hand corner with the same change. And I spoke with Grace and had her review it, make sure she would be comfortable signing it. And she said with Donna's opinion attached, which I have already sent to them and attached to the changes I want to make. Patty asked that, okay, my phone just clicked in and so Donna asked that I request permission from them to do this, that we should have approval for it to make sure that it moves quicker. So I have reached out to National Grid and done that to not just the clerk for the polls, Lisa Ayers, but to the job supervisor, Robert Lundberg. I have not yet heard back from either of them, and I failed to get either of them on the phone. But I did discuss it last week with Lisa. So I'm hopeful that this will hold up. If not, I'm prepared tomorrow with a list of abutters to do a traditional poll hearing, which I would have to figure out the number of days to expedite that as quickly as possible. But I really hope you support making this attempt first, because it could save us 10 days.
which at this point is, every day is critical.
Correct.
Okay,
Any other questions for me?
now do I hear a motion to accept the petition for joint or identical poll locations? And this is for both Verizon and National Grid. Is that
So
correct?
moved.
Second.
Okay, any further discussion? Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Makepeace O'Neill, aye.
Stalker eye.
Farrell, aye. Becky, do we have any sense if this goes through, then how soon could they get started?
Well, I know that when people set a date to petition on a hearing, they let Lisa know. So I'm hopeful that within a week, work can get scheduled with the backup support from Joe Comerford's office. I've been including her in my requests of people at National Grid and Verizon. At her office, her chief of staff and Elena Cohen, all three have been CC'd on all the email correspondence that they have had with me. So with their pushing as well, I'm hopeful that we can schedule the work quickly after this is approved. But I have no, I do not have a commitment from anybody on how quickly.
Okay, so maybe you'll have an update for us on, at our next meeting. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
And if I hear really good news, I'll share it as soon as I get it.
Okay,
Okay.
that sounds good. We always like good news.
Yeah.
Me
Good news
too.
is good.
We don't get enough of that.
Yeah.
It's really true.
Right?
Okay, great. Anything else that was unanticipated, Becky? That we need to take care of this evening?
Nothing that we can take care of this evening.
Okay, all right, so
yeah.
so we need to come in tomorrow, is that correct to sign this? And it needs to be, need to do it in front of Grace, in front of
Yeah.
a notary, or? Yes.
She notarizes the bottom page, and I think, Rita, you're the only one who has to sign. Let me double check.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Grace signs here. And here,
Mhm.
and I think it's the last page. Yeah.
City or town clerk.
Yeah, board or council. I think we all have to
sign-
sign it.
Yeah, you all have to sign there.
Okay,
We all do here.
Yeah, or at least.
What is Grace's hours tomorrow, Becky?
They're 10 to noon and 3 to 5.
Oh, she's not there till 1?
I'm sorry, 10 to 1, 3 to 5.
Okay, so I can swoop up at noon from Amherst then. I'm working tomorrow. I work every day, but I'm working in Amherst tomorrow, so I can swoop up at lunch then, between 12 and 1.
If you're stuck, if the other two make it, Melissa, you know, it would save you from having to come dash around.
I can do it. So if Eric or
I
Rita
know
gets
I
here
can
before do,
do
just
it.
let me know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Eric,
can do
are
it
you
too in the
available?
morning. I can do it in the morning, no problem.
okay,
Becky,
All
just
right.
text me if you need me to come. If you don't, then I won't. So
Okay.
you tell me.
Okay,
You tell me
Okay.
tomorrow.
sounds perfect.
That's
Thank you,
great.
Melissa.
great. So if there's nothing else that we need to cover this evening, so I hear a motion, Linda?
I have one quick thing, and this is for
Yes.
Eric. Eric, when you are in, there's a red folder that needs your signature. I'm pretty
The
sure.
secret folder, yeah.
A red folder. Yeah, it's the age-friendly communities letter.
Oh, yeah.
One person signed it. I think it was Rita that signed it. So if you can think of it, it's a red folder.
Okay,
I think
I
it's
will try to
in the
remember.
box. Yeah, if you remember. Okay, thanks.
Okay,
Okay.
I think
Hey,
I can
there-
remember. I think I can remember that much. That's age appropriate. Can I remember from now until then?
You remembered paving tonight. That was good.
Yeah, paving. Yeah, I got the word for paving.
Okay.
I'm gonna write it down though.
Good. All right, so if there are no other items, then do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second,
Okay, all those in favor?
Makepeace O'Neill, aye.
Stalker eye.
And Farrell, aye. Thanks, everybody.
Thank
And
you.
Okay.
thanks,
you.
Becky and Linda.
Thank you all.
And we'll see you
Bye.
tomorrow. Okay,
Great.
good night.
Yeah,
Good night.
bye.
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 Good night.
Good night.